How's it going now? All right, so we're trying to install Wazuh. We currently have it installed. Um, so we currently have it installed already on our main server. So we have the Wazuh manager already installed. So now we're trying to install the agents. We're trying to install the agents right now, and that has been a challenge because three of our agents in our home lab are Raspberry Pis, and it has been a challenge of getting the agents actually connecting and installed here on the Wazuh dashboard and Wazuh Manager. Because Raspberry Pis, they run on an ARM 64, but everything here for Wazuh, like the download or adding an agent, is on what's going on here? It's not loading. Okay, here we go. I wasn't about to say, wait, what's going on? Um, so we have one agent active. That is our personal laptop here. So we're able to get the logs and everything, see how it's running. Now I'm new to this, so I'm creating this to learn how to um learn about vulnerabilities, how to navigate through like different type of sims. So I chose Waza as my home lab, to integrate into my home lab because it's open source and it's free. So right now we've only have connected is our personal laptop. That was a challenge. I actually had to go into the config file and add the server into it for it to recognize and to connect. But that one wasn't too bad. That one wasn't too bad. But now we're still trying to connect the other agents. Y'all gotta excuse me, I'm coming off from a cold. So we're trying to connect the agents here. So I have them listed, but I'm gonna have to come back and change these honestly and install the agent software onto each different device. So let's say I want to deploy a new agent. As you can see here, I'm doing Linux because my Raspberry Pis are Linux based. I'm running a Kali operating system on one, the Raspberry Pi Deb OS on the second one, and then the third one I'm running Parrot OS. But each one of them are ARM 64, and the packages here from Waza are all on AMD 64. So I'm having to convert from ARM to AMD on each of the Raspberry Pis. So you can see back here in the background, that's what I'm doing here in the background. And I'm using ChatGPT to help me with this as well too. So shout out to ChatGPT for helping me on this. I'll give you a little rundown of what I had to do. what I had to do. But this has been a challenge, and it's oh my gosh. And I keep breaking the connection because I'm SSH'd into it. I'm shelled into it, and for some reason it keeps breaking after a while. So I'm trying to I gotta troubleshoot that and figure out why. Honestly, I haven't figured that part out yet, but I'm taking it one step at a time. So once it's finished installing, all right. So we got So once it's finished installing, we'll go to the next step. Because the next step is going to have to, if it fails again, the fetching everything and installing, because we're converting from ARM. No, we're converting from ARM 64 to AMD 64 on a Raspberry Pi. And I'll keep, for some reason, keep losing the connection since I'm shelled in. I don't have a like a monitor or keyboard connected to my Raspberry Pis. I shell into it from my personal laptop here. So we're hopefully we can get it to go this time. And then once we do that, then we're gonna come over here and we'll say, for example, so we'll just choose like a Dell AMD 64. That's what we'll choose. We'll choose Dell AM 64. This is the server, our manager, our Wazuh manager server IP address. And then we'll name our agent. So I'm running Kali Linux on a Raspberry Pi, so I call it Kali Pi. Um, the group would be default, and then we're gonna copy this command. Once we get everything installed on the Raspberry Pi, we're gonna copy this command, and then we're gonna then it's gonna install the agent onto the Raspberry Pi. Now, once it does that, then we're gonna have to come back down here and then copy these commands, and then hopefully it'll start and enable the agent on the Raspberry Pi. And then we should come back and see that now we have two active agents instead of just one listed here. Now it is there are more steps that we're probably gonna have to come across. We're probably gonna hit some walls along the way. Um, so just be patient. That's what we're doing right now. We're being patient as this is installing. I don't know why it's taking so long. See? So we're just being patient right now as this installs, so we can add our. So this is going to be all of our agents right here. We have one agent already installed. That's my personal laptop. Um, these two right here are virtual machines that I'll be adding to my Wazuh. These are virtual machines, and these are the 3 Raspberry Pis. These are going to be the 3 Raspberry Pis that I'm adding. So altogether, it'll be a total of 6 agents, and then the Wazuh manager, which is actually I'm using a mini PC. I'm using a mini PC as my server or my main server, but I have Ubuntu on it. So my Wazuh manager is actually on Ubuntu, it's running on Ubuntu. So let's say, and that was actually pretty simple to set up. It was on the Deb 64. So that was pretty easy to set up. And how I did that was um it's over here. So so you go to the Wazuh website, and it gives you everything. So I did Ubuntu, and I think I'm running 22.04. So all I did was just copy this command in, copy this command. You do have to, you know what I'm saying, create you a password, and add your password right here in the command. But if you forget the password, you can go here to the passwords text file and change the password. Now I do still need to do this part. I still need to do this part, honestly. And that is to um disable the Wazuh updates. I still have to do that part. And that's been Rick. I've been watching a couple YouTube videos on how to do this, and they all say the same thing. Disable the Wazuh update. So mhm, mhm. Now I'll come back to that. Um Right now we're trying to get this part, and I'm not sure why is it taking so long. I feel like I'm gonna lose connection again, honestly. But this right here installs the whole package that you need, and it installs everything. And then you'll come here. So I use Windows as my first agent, and then you just deploy the these into it. Now I didn't use the GUI. I actually used the command line, and I was using PowerShell. I use PowerShell. And listen, whoo. So this right here, understand, this is not the IP address of your let's say, so I installed it on I made my laptop an agent, right? So I did not use the IP address of my laptop. This is the IP address that you're going to put right here. This is the IP address that your manager is going to be on. So if I install the manager on, like for example, my mini PC, that is, or my server, that is the IP address that I'm going to be using, and that is the IP address that I'm going to be using in as the server address. That is the IP address I'm going to be using as the server address. So you're going to be using this IP address. I had to figure that out. I thought I had to put in like the IP address of the device that I'm using. No, 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 no. You keep using the same IP address as the server. That's where it's communicating, or that's who it's communicating to. So I had to figure that out because I had hit a brick wall trying to figure out why things are not connecting. I was just like, what in the world? So like if you see here, like my endpoints where it says never connected, they are established, but there are some walls I have to go into and change of why they're not connected. For example, like why I'm doing this right now with my one of my Raspberry Pis. Now, once I get this running, is it going to be simple to do the same thing with the rest of the Raspberry Pis? Now, I could go ahead and get the VMs up and connected and running, but I'm just going to wait on those. I'm gonna wait on those because they run a little bit slower. And but I mean, honestly, how this is going right now, I don't think they could be much slower than this, honestly. So this has been a challenge. This has been definitely a challenge. I have watched some YouTube videos, and I do have like ChatGPT helping me during this as well, because I just ran into some brick walls. It's like what do I do, or what am I doing wrong here? And then once you install Wazuh, make sure you copy your password. Once it's fully installed on your device, like the manager, once you install the Wazuh manager, copy the password. It's going to give you the username, and it's going to generate a password for you. Copy that password. Listen, I cannot tell you how many times I had to, like, I've installed it and had to uninstall it because I couldn't remember the password. And I was just like, you know what? I just got to start over. Because I can't remember the password. And like, I'm not seeing the password. Like, I'm just overlooking the password. And it was like, oh, snap. It's giving me the password at the end of the installation. I'm just overlooking it. So I came across that twice. The third time's the charm, though. Third time is the charm, and I got it correct. And I copied the password. I just copied it into one of my notepads here, along with your once you add your devices, your agents, there it is going to generate keys for you, and you are going to want to copy those keys. Now you can get those keys easily. Don't get me wrong. You can go back and retrieve those keys. at any time and point. But retrieving the password, it is a little challenge, but you can go into the password um text file to retrieve it. Now I have had a hard time creating a new user and password and actually being able to log in. I've had that challenge. So if I was for example, like my admin, this is my user that I have to log into, but I have other roles and identities. Roles. I don't know why I did that. Rules. I think over here in security. Yeah, security. Um, so this is the user, Mark, me, and my role, users, roles. Okay. Policies, role mapping, users. I have not been able to log in with this yet, and I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure why. But that's something I'm worried about another time. So I'm gonna have to change my dashboard here. I'm gonna try to change my dashboard so I can get a better understanding of things. And then once I have my agents, I am gonna come back down here and add my Dockers because I have I think like 3 or 4 Dockers running as well. So there's a lot I have going on right now within this home lab. But I'm trying to understand navigating and you know what I'm saying, just being like a SOC analyst as well. So I'm trying to learn and understand and get my hands dirty, like firsthand experience. Since I don't work in the field already, since I'm not in IT already. This gives me firsthand experience. So I can boost my skills. So when I do get to that position or that time, I know what they're talking about. I can keep up with the conversations. But this is a good this is a great learning opportunity. You know what I'm saying? I create my own home lab here. I don't know why this is taking so long. I don't want connection to break, but I feel like it's only 30 megabytes. Like I understand it's very large, but I don't know why it's taking so long. Well, let's see. Upgrading 1600, installing 126, upgrading, not upgrading 135, moving 0. Space needed, um, 1.8 gigs, 12 point, 1800 megabytes. And from this, it's only fetched 30 megabytes. Like, you can see right here, we're converting everything over to ARM. Well, that is ARM system. Oh, I don't know why it froze up right here. Let me see. So let's ask ChatGPT. Is this fruit? So we're still gonna have to come back and do like a clean and auto remove and some other things, just to avoid like broken packages and broken install files. 'Cause I've come across that a couple times where I lost connection. All right, so it's been more than 10 minutes. So like it's stuck. So we're gonna run this again. And this is the downside of having a Raspberry Pi, because I'm running a Raspberry Pi like 3B plus. Um, so it is a little slow, like slower, slower than I would like for it to be. Honestly, a lot slower than I would like for it to be. As you can see here, it is very, very slow. Look, look, look. Lost connection. What in the thing? Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't see it rebooting. So it's just running very, very slow. Calm down. What? What? Calm down. Maybe it is rebooting. Want to do a reboot? I didn't tell it to reboot. Maybe it just couldn't handle everything. Maybe I won't be able to add this to my add this as an agent. Maybe I won't be able to, y'all. I wonder if other people have added Raspberry Pis to their Wazuh dashboard and as an agent. I wonder if people have done that. Maybe what I'm trying to do is not likely possible. I don't know. Y'all have to let me know. Like, have y'all tried this? How is your home lab set up? What? Why am I not able to connect? I was just connected here. Oh, I can't even ping it. Ooh, that's not the good. That's not the good. I can't even ping it. Oh man. So what has happened? What has happened? Why am I not able to ping it? I don't remember which one. which. But I want to unplug the wrong one because I don't remember which. Yeah, it's definitely not on right now. I wonder if the firewall blocked it. Oh no. Would it remove the tail skill? So maybe because it removed tail scale, that's why I'm not able to connect to it. Ah. Mm. So it is not communicating at all to the network. Ooh, this is interesting. This is very interesting because now I can't even ping it. Can't do anything. And I really don't remember which one it was. I know because I got it as a stack. All right, I have my Raspberry Pis in a stack. I don't know if it's 1, 2, or 3. I did not label my crazy stuff. Did not label anything. Edge. What have I done? What have I done? It's not even talking to it. So I'm gonna have to unplug it. Oh wait, whoa. This is an Arch 64. You see that, right? Y'all see this right here, right? It's saying this on R A Arch 64. Um, crap. What was that? Let's go back over here to our page. So we want to deploy a new agent. Dell AR 64. Come the freak on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, let's try something here, y'all. Let's. Mm, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I do not want to get ahead of myself here. I do not want to get ahead of myself here. I mean, okay. Am I in? I'm in. I'm in. I'm definitely in. I don't know what's. Let's try this real quick. Let's see what happens. Let's try this before we actually install the agent because we want to make sure everything is on the system. Good. And you know, we want to make sure everything is good before we actually install the agent, so we're not running into any future problems. But I noticed here that okay, it's this is the version of Linux that I'm running here, and lock was locked by. The lock file is always wrong. What? What? What is that? What? Why are we getting this error? What is lock? Lock front end. It is held by process. Uh. Okay. All right. Where we at here? Where we at? 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 All right. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's kill that process. Let's kill that process. Come on. Come on. Tight. Tight. Okay. That 30. I can't even type 32. 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay. All right. So let's run that. Run this again. All right. So for some reason that process got locked up. I don't know why or what that process really is. I mean, you know, but go ahead and kill that process. Start over. Um. So we're gonna go back to this. Uh, and I've lost connection again, bro. What? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ah, what? Come on, man. It has to be one of those days, bro. Ping it. Let's ping it first. Like we're not able to ping it. Like I don't get it. Something is locking this sucker up. Ping it. You know what? I'm just gonna like basically unplug it and plug it back. Hopefully it kills what. Not remember what it is. Um. So we're gonna ping the other devices and see. All right. So it's not that one. All right. That's good. Um. All right. So we unplugged the right one. We unplugged the right one. All right. All right. Bet. All right. Cool. We'll leave it off for a couple more seconds here. Then we're gonna plug it back in. Um. Then we'll plug it back in. And then we'll see if we can ping it. We'll let it boot up for a bit, and then we'll see if we can ping it from there. we want to keep all the Raspberry Pis as cool as possible. I do have a fan blowing on them, and that particular Raspberry Pi is cooling the whole stack. I don't know if that really makes a difference, but hey, I don't want them to overheat. All right, all right, all right. So we're gonna let it boom. We're gonna give it a second to boot back up, and then we're gonna see if we can ping it. Still nothing yet. So we're gonna give it a second here. Um, but if all else fails, truly, in all honesty, the one thing I do love about this though is like I can always start from scratch. You know what I mean? I can always start over from scratch. Now it's very tedious. The girl it's tedious as hell, and I hate it. I hate having to do that. But that's one thing I do like about it is the fact that I can always start from scratch. All right, let's see if we can ping it. All right, so we're able to ping it. Boom, 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 boom. Boop, there it is. We're able to ping it. All right, cool. All right, let's get back into it. Nope. Go. All right. All right, we're back in, and we go. Let's see what happens now. All right, all right, all right. That's one small step. One small step. All right, so try this. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey, fingers crossed, y'all. Fingers crossed. Let's come on, baby. Come on, baby. Now I did have to change what file did I have to change? I had to change some kind of file. Yes. Yes. I forgot what file it was. What file was that? If I remember, I'll let y'all know. I did have to change a certain file. If I remember, I'll let y'all know. Right now, I'm having a brain fart, and I'm just kind of excited that I'm actually getting to this point. This has been a tedious process, and honestly, it probably could have really been avoided. It really could have been avoided if I had just paid attention. You know what I mean? I think I could have just utilized this and paid attention to my environment of what I was trying to do, and that's on me. I made that mistake. Um, that's on me. You know, but if I need to like start over from scratch, I know I can, and then I will go that route. I will go that route. So don't be like me trying to convert everything from ARM to AMD. Um, try this. Try this right here. Try ARch 64. And if you have success with it, let me know. Um, go that route, and then put in your information, your credentials, and then saying go from here. Go to skip to step 4, and then go to step 5. Don't be like me trying to go around the world just to go 2 feet forward. You know what I mean? But that's the whole point of this home lab setup stuff. You know what I mean? Say this is what we're learning. We're learning. Now next time I won't, like on my other 2 Raspberry Pis. I won't go through all this. You know what I mean? I won't go through all this. I will go. that next, I'll go the other route. So if we are successful with adding Wazuh agent onto this Raspberry Pi, cool, fine. When we go to the second Raspberry Pi, we're going to try something a little bit different to see if it's a lot quicker, a lot easier, and then and we'll just go from there. But we, you know, say we're learning lessons here. We're learning lessons. Oh, progress only 1%. Oh my goodness, it's going to take a while. This may take a while. Dun, dun, dun. Oh wow, it's only at 1%. Hopefully it does not crash again. Like, bruh, we do not need that. I won't give up though. Don't get me wrong, like I still wouldn't give up, but it's just like, come on, bro. Come on, man. You know, like dang. Um, so I probably could have used T-Mux though. So like, so that's something I have learned that I could use T-Mux, and if I lose connection, I during an installation, I can resume. I can resume from where I left off at, instead of having to like start over. So that is what I have learned. I'm not utilizing it now. But it is something I've learned. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? That's new. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That kind of scared me for a moment. That kind of scared me for a moment. Like, what the is this? So let's see what it is. I hope I did the right thing here, y'all. Like again, like I said, like I said, if we mess up or make any mistakes on this, we can start over from scratch. You know, like it is not the end of the world. We can start over from scratch. Will it be tedious? Of course. Will I be cussing a lot? Of course. But it's not the end of the world. It is what it is. We know, you know what I'm saying? We know better next time. You know what I'm saying? We know what to do and what not to do. All the boo blah 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 blah. It is what it is. The goal is to not make the same mistake twice. We're gonna learn and overcome. We're getting there. We are slowly but surely getting there. We're getting there. We are there. That was loud, dog. Bing, 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 boom, 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 boom. But so once we get all this like really set up, hold on, give me 1 second here. I'm trying to. Yeah. Latish, how's it going? Did I say your name correctly? Hope I said your name correctly. How's it going? Welcome in. We're trying to install this Wazuh agent on a Raspberry Pi, and we're coming across some hurdles. I made some mistakes, be real with you. I made some mistakes. I tried to convert the Raspberry Pi from an ARM to an AMD when honestly I realized just like maybe 10 minutes ago that this is available. I'm actually running like Kali Linux on it on the Raspberry Pi, and it is actually an AArch 64. And I did not see that to like 10 minutes ago, and I've already committed to this at this point. So I got to see it through. Um but next time I got two more Raspberry Pis. I have two more Raspberry Pis. So the next on the other two, well the next one, if I get this one successfully added as an agent, I'm gonna come back and go this route instead of trying to do the other what I was doing. I don't know. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. I'm trying to like that's why this whole point is just to like learn, you know what I mean? I'm learning. I'm making mistakes. Okay, I'm making mistakes. You know what I mean? I'm making mistakes, but I'm learning. So when I first shell in, like when you first shell into let's just say you first shell into like um your Raspberry Pi. It's gonna tell you what it's running. All right. I thought it was running ARM 64, but it's actually running a Arch 64. And so I tried to convert everything over to AMD 64. And I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think I confused myself and I did some things that I shouldn't have done. And this is the rabbit hole I'm at right now and where I'm going down. So bear with me. Bear with me. Because I'm trying to be patient. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be very patient. Let's make company with both our ideas. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Into the IT side with AI. Ooh, now you're talking my language. You're talking my language. So how would you how how? Because I'm still trying to figure that out myself. Like I'm like remember like I don't want to say too much live. I don't want to just throw my ideas out there. Somebody just take it and run with it. But but I do have some ideas of how to do that, and that is another reason why I'm trying to um utilize like Wazuh and understand different types of sim. Like I probably should take like a Splunk um sim training class. I probably should. I probably really should. But I want to get my hands dirty and try to figure out myself and then take that class so as I can understand it a lot better. But I want to take, for example, I want to be able to utilize AI and the blue team sector, like understanding vulnerabilities and calling out different things. Um, yeah, you know. So for example, um, the AI be able to see alerts a lot faster, do patching, um, have some type of role or responsibility in it where it can take out human intervention to a certain degree. Like you're gonna need human intervention altogether, but how can we limit the amount of human needed? If that makes sense. Like it sounds so good up here, but I don't know how to get it into words. So I'm working on something. I'm trying. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. There's a lot of things I need to learn. We can meet and I can explain it to you. Um, you should send me an email. Send me an email. Where you located? You know what I'm saying? We can do virtual. We can do virtual. We can do virtual. This is taking a long time. I did not think it was going to take this long. Honestly, I probably should have ran it in a Tmux though, just in case if it does lose connection, that I'm not stuck where I've been stuck this whole time. But we've actually made progress. Honestly, we've actually have made some progress. So I'm happy about that. We have made some progress. Um, bro, I might not have the skills. Be real with you now. I might not have the skills, man. I'm not downing myself. I'm not selling myself short here. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to sell myself short here, but I don't wanna write a check that my rear end can't cash either though. You know what I mean? I have a lot left to learn and to grow, especially on this side of tech. You from New York? I've never been to New York. But you know what's funny though? What's really funny though? Um, I think within the past 2 to 3 weeks, I've met so many people, saying from New York. That's crazy that you say you from New York. I've met over like 10 different people in the past 3 weeks that say they're from New York or they live in New York. That's just coming into my life. You know what I mean? That's crazy, man. All right, so we getting there. We're at 15%. We got a long way to go, of course. You know what I mean? No big deal. We getting there. But we're eventually gonna turn this Raspberry Pi as into an agent on our Wazuh system here. We're gonna move this over to the side over here as that continues. And so I have one agent already. That's my personal laptop. So I need to learn this. Let's see, vulnerability detection. All right, so look at my vulnerability. Like, so I need to know how to read and navigate this. You feel me? I need to be able to learn and how to navigate this. Now I do need to create some different dashboards, but I'll need to learn how to navigate this. So we got 20 high severity, 7 medium severity, low severity, 2 criticals. What the hell are the criticals? Vulnerabilities is critical. What is it plus? I don't know what I just did. Oh, that's filters. Okay, so I'm assuming, so it's saying I have 2 critical vulnerabilities on my personal laptop, and I'm assuming that is Python that is running. I'm running like, well, Python in the background as probably as like a service. I'm assuming as a service, and for some reason is it's considering it as a vulnerability. All right, that's what I take from that. Um, Again, Python, uh, Steam Labs, Tooth. I don't know what that is. VMware player. Okay. Now these, what does this count mean? What does the count mean? Inspect. Filter for value. Filter out value. Okay. View data. I'm not understanding that part. Evaluated. Under evaluation. Pending evaluations. How do I evaluate certain things? You know what I mean? My location, South Carolina. Select filters to apply. All right, that did not help me at all. What I was looking for. All right, so what's the vulnerability dashboard? What is it? What are events? A path. Oh. How do I expand this? Let's understand this. A path transversal vulnerability in packaging index was fixed in Setup Tools version. Name, path host. Okay, here. Without some authentication, while there's some attempt to sanitize by replacing instance. This, however, it seems this could be exploited in a similar fashion like. Oh, okay. So it gives me the vulnerability description. That is dope. That is dope. I like that. I like that. So an issue discovered in Valve Steam client. Okay. Installer allows local users to gain privileges because of some parts of the program files. Oh man. Oh, okay. Okay. I like that. Okay, what's a vulnerability ID? What is this? Oh, silly, sicky now. Little tools is the package that allows users to download, build, install, upgrade, and uninstall Python packages. The patch transversal is present in sort of two versions like this. An attacker would be allowed to write files to arbitrary locations on the file system with the permissions of the process running the Python code, which could escalate to remote code execution depending on the context version. Oh my goodness. Okay, so okay, so we're learning here. I bet. Let me go back. All right, so these are my vulnerabilities. So if I go to inventory, it tells me my vulnerabilities, and then it gives me a description. Then if I want to get more information, like to reference that vulnerability, I can. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So if I wanted to come back and see, so I'm able to understand things from a blue team perspective, right? So if I wanted to come back in as a red team, I can, you know, say I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat it. I'm gonna cheat the system because I can see what the problem is. So I can try to write a script to manipulate or exploit those certain vulnerabilities. You know, so I'm not gonna do it on my personal laptop, of course. You know, I'm not gonna do that on my personal laptop. But once I get my agents, my other agents up and running, now we're getting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Now we making progress here. Ooh, okay, no events, no events. Okay, that's cool. All right, all right. Now we getting somewhere, y'all. Now we getting somewhere. Um, we have malware detection, endpoint security, file integrity monitoring. No. Uh, okay. We look at the files, integrity, malware detection. Do we have any malware events? No, no malware. So that's good. That's good. Configuration assessment. Oh Lord. But I don't know if a score of 26 is good or bad. Failed, passed 126. Failed 348. Um, ensure enforced password history is set to failed password. I have no idea what any of this is, but we gonna learn. Not today, not all of it. Oh, it tells you. Oh shit. Okay. I like Wazuh because it's giving me definitions and like telling me things. So it's like, wow, okay. This policy setting determines the number of renewed unique passwords that can be associated with a user account before you can reuse an old password. The value for this policy setting must be between 0 to 24 passwords. Wow. If it whatever that was, I failed it. You know what I mean? What is this? What is this? Um configuration. What is this? What is this? Configuration assessment. Okay, so I failed this. I failed this. Set to there for fewer days, but not zero. I passed this. The longer a password exists, the higher the likelihood that it could be compromised by a brute force attack. An attacker gaining general knowledge about the user or about a bro, compliance. Okay, CIS 1.2. Okay, stock. Bruh. Wazuh, yo, you is on point. You teaching me some things. You're teaching me some things here. All right, now there's a lot more I got to learn and figure out, of course. But you know, so just navigating through this. Hold on, wait, let's see where we at. Where we at with this? Where we at here with this? Well, we at 15% still. Connection lost, bruh. Oh, I'm getting very upset with this stuff over here. Threat hunting, system error, Windows security. Ooh, do you not see what's available? The things that you could do, like I could. Okay, can I? What kind of report am I going to generate here? What am I generating? Open report. How does the report look? Oh man, it's gonna make me log in. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. But it generates a report. Like, bruh, that is dope. Okay, I'm nerding out a little bit over here, y'all. Y'all gotta work with me. I am nerding out a little bit, but oh, I didn't know all this was available. I did not know all this was available. Let's get back into this right here. Progress 15%. It said it lost connection while it was at 15% unpacking. Mm. Okay. Oh, it is that it had to restart during this time. It did say that, right? Yeah, maybe it did a restart. What is MIRR attack? A mirror attack? Miter attack? I might be saying that wrong. Valid accounts, account manipulation, main policy. Oh wow. So basically what I'm getting from this, a hacker can hack and attack my system very easily. What I'm looking at here, like I do not have a secure system. Oh wow. Intelligence. Ajax security team. Okay, there's a third group. This is pretty dope though. This is pretty dope. Um, Framework, tactics, defense evasion. Let's look at this defense evasion. Okay, credential access, tactics, credential access, details, and intelligence. We don't have any history. Okay, key logging, generic or fetching data. Okay, we got an error. So key logging, no data, no data. So nobody tried to key log us. I guess I don't know. Intelligence events and events. In this logon session, rule ID. This happened next. Or no. This does so much. Oh my gosh. Status. This total agents, one active, not connected. Agency coverage. All right. Status. Server management rules. Decoders. Um, this is actually. I'm glad I did this. There's a cluster. Cluster's not running. Is everybody running? I don't know what a cluster is yet. Logs, rule set tests, security. Um, okay. We don't have any rules yet. We'll get to that point eventually. You know what I mean? What's a good events related to your Office 365? I got 365. Don't I? I don't got it. I don't have this channel. Got rules. Got client IP. Wow. All right, all right. So y'all got I really like this. CDB. Am I running this type of stuff? What is this? What is this? What is this? All right, cool. I have no idea what that was, but hey, Lord, dashboards. Create a new dashboard. Create your first dashboard. You combine data. Um, Views from the Wazuh dashboard happen to one dashboard and see everything in one place. Install some sample data to take a test drive. Nah. Create a new dashboard. Let's create a new dashboard. Give me a second here. I'm trying to. A gap chart. Horizontal metric. Coordinate. The area. Wazuh alerts. Wazuh monitoring. Wazuh vulnerabilities. Oh, you gotta really, really create this sucker. Oh yeah, bump all that, man. I, firm. I'm not going through all this. I'm not going through all of that. I'm not doing all that. Wazuh alerts. Damn, son. Map. Here's the first map. I'm not creating nothing right now. I'm not creating nothing now. Visualize. No. Go back home. Back home. Medium severity, low severity, high severity, critical severity, and rule 15 or higher. Rule level 15 or higher. Okay. Uh, did this sucker lock up again, bro? Like it did. I don't know how I'm ping. Okay, maybe to ping it. Maybe to ping it. That's good. So that's okay. But I cannot shell into it though. I don't know, y'all. Any ideas? Any idea? Any idea? No. Port 22 connection timeout. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Too bad. Why can't I promote into this? I don't know. But I gotta take a break though. I do need to take a break, y'all. So I'm gonna take a break and then I'm gonna come back um to this here later. But y'all saw how cool this was with Waza though. We're doing some upgrades with it. We're gonna come back another time and figure this out. Um and we're gonna start adding some more things. Docker monitor your activity. Docker containers. Oh, I don't have it's not seeing my Dockers. I have Dockers. Why is it not seeing my Dockers? Oh, Docker. Rule group, rule groups, Docker. I don't know why it's not seeing my Dockers. Mm. Let's not get. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. But I appreciate everybody that came in though. Show some love. And I'm going to end the video for the end of live right now. We'll probably be back later. I gotta take a little small break, get dinner started, and everything. But I appreciate everybody coming in, spend a little bit of time with me as we navigate and try to get this Waza up and going. So until next time, y'all take care. All right?